Hey, happy Monday. Still drinking my coffee over here. It's pretty early. Um, but I had to drive Riley to school this morning. Jason usually does that. And it's raining. Boo, it's going to be raining a few days this week. So the spring, it felt like spring, but now it doesn't. I hope you're doing well in your area. I know this country's had a lot of natural disaster stuff going on. It's so sad to see, and I'm thankful I live where I live, and I just had a garage fire. That wasn't anything natural, unfortunately. Update on the displaced housing issue is we got to go into the house yesterday and plot out what furniture we want in Riley's room and what shelving and cabinets and stuff we want in the garage. So, yay, the project's moving forward. Finally, it's been 5 months since, literally like 5 months since we moved out of the house, which is insane. And we're probably gonna have to wait another month and a half to 2 months to get back in. We are literally going insane. And this affects the entrepreneurial energy. I'm thankful that Jason has a job at this point because he gets scheduled jobs and then he goes. He's a home inspector, right? Um, I unfortunately have to do my own thing because I'm an entrepreneur, just like most of you watching. And it's not as easy, right? When you're like down in the dumps or in a funk or you haven't slept or you got other things on the brain or you got a lot on your plate, it affects your entrepreneurial energy and it's affecting mine. Totally is. And I'm just trying to figure out how to push through myself. Um, I love helping other clients push through these things. And I find it's easier to help someone else than do myself. But dang it, I'm going to do my follow up today. And I've got an intro of a book for an author and an entire book to skim through today. Um, I get to have the accountability call from my sales and systems boot camp. It's the last one from the fall class. And so, and I'm looking forward to talking to a few people who are interested in the new CEO advisory group slash mastermind that I'm starting. Um, and we're having a call for that actually on March 31st at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. If you are remotely interested to see what that could be like, come to that call and we'll have a conversation in a small group of people that are interested in taking their business and themselves to the next level because I realize, I need it too. Accountability. I need a little course correction. I have people I call on to say, hey, you know, things aren't going the way I want. What do you see that's missing? What can I do differently? Give me some feedback. And we all need that. We all need that constant, not constant, but like feedback, probably at least once a month, maybe once a quarter, but most often once a month around something, right? I have some clients who I've been working with who still have not embraced the email marketing strategies that I've been trying to instill in them. It hasn't become a habit yet. They are not consistently emailing their list. That is probably one of the biggest things I see that is missing. It's like if I could just log into your computer, into your CRM, and write the email and press send, I would. But I can't in some cases. Some cases I can. If I get your login, I will totally do that because I think we just need to keep in touch with our people more often and nurture those people more often. So I've been writing a lot about follow up in my emails, and we talked about follow up in email, follow up with phone calls. I haven't really touched on direct mail, but you got to do direct mail. So that means you need to get mailing addresses. That's not something you usually collect on the initial opt in and the initial freebie, but in the course of the follow up via email and or phone, you've got to come up with a way contest, drawing, something to entice people to give you their mailing address. And it's helpful if you have a smaller book because you can just give some books away. It's amazing. Um, yes, we want to sell our books, but the people that will read the books, if they get a free book, and I mean, the chances of that, like you getting a small percentage of them to hire you for other things is huge. I've had it happen multiple times, I mean, many, 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 many times. So, we've got to get consistent. I'm focusing more on my database this year. Not a lot. I mean, some, of course, new business marketing, not as much referral source marketing as I used to, like joint ventures and stuff. I'm doing sort of less than that. I'm really just maximizing connections with my database. So I started I'm starting on March 25th a weekly coffee chat in the morning. And we're just going to come online with our coffee and check in and see and get to know each other, number one. Just kind of see where you're at in your business. I'm hoping that quite a few people come because I think it's a great way to also do a little networking. When I used to run the International Speaker Network, it was fun because we had the networking call, right? And I got to talk to a lot of people and connect them and say, "Ooh, you need this, you need," and so I would connect them offline. And I don't have that right now, other than my own networking groups that I go networking in. So it's kind of like this is what I'm doing to kind of bring that back in a way, but not just for speakers. It's for any business owner or somebody who wants to be a business owner, author, speakers, etc. So that's happening. And and then I'm doing my monthly author brainstorming power hours. And so those are for people who are like actively writing a book or almost ready to write a book or ready to publish, um, and who might be interested in me helping them in some way in the publishing, but they can come for ideas and chatting about costs and what it all takes and all that to be a published author. So there's a lot going on. And on top of that, I run a local chapter of Polka Dot Powerhouse, which is a women's connection company. And that's the thing that feeds my soul. So I do that mostly for fun and for love in my own area, in my own life, and to give back to local community, engage more on my local friends, in a really supportive women's community. But that's not even, I don't consider that work. Even though there's stuff to do, I don't consider it work because it's just a labor of love. So I do have a lot on my plate, but I have so much room. I have room not only in the business, my calendar, but in my heart to help more entrepreneurs really get where you want to be and navigate these challenges that we face with our entrepreneurial energy, the stuff that's going on in our personal life and relationships and technology, organization, all the things. Because if we don't get a handle on it, you're going to go years and years and years with just this much money, and or fulfillment because you could get, way too stressed, way too burnt out. And it's just, I don't want that to happen. So hopefully you'll come to something that I've got going on. I did just send out an email with a whole host of upcoming events in the next 40 days or so. And I would love it if you took a look there and reviewed something and see which you can come to. Even if you're already busy, I promise if you come to something that I'm doing, I will help make it easier for you. I promise. I know how to do that. I know how to take the overwhelm away. I know how to help you cut through the clutter and get more focused. I know how to do that if I could just get my hands on your business and yourself, right? And what you're doing. So hopefully you come and see me. Go to jumpstartevents.net for most of those events, are on that page, jumpstartevents.net. And I will hopefully talk to you soon. Have a wonderful and productive week.